My name is Christine McAlister, the founder of Life with Passion. Thank you for joining me for this very special webinar. Thank you for dealing with the technical issues. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up and for giving this time to yourself. My intention for you today is that I give you the information that you need, that you've been craving, and the motivation and inspiration to go after the dreams that you have, the business that you're building, and that I can help you get to where you want to be faster. The 6 secrets to a successful online business combine what have worked for me to build 2 6-figure businesses from scratch, what have worked for my high-level clients, and the answers to the questions that you all in my private Facebook community, Life with Passion Society, have told me that you need to learn most right now. So this time is for you. This time is for you, and I'm so excited that you're here. Now, as Mallory, thank you for posting in Life with Passion Society about how to get over there. Nicole, thank you for confirming that this is working. I'm going to tell you a tiny bit about me and where we're going today, and then we're going to get right into the content here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I see more and more people jumping on. It's working. I'm so happy. I could cry. Not from stress, as I almost did 10 minutes ago, but from happiness that I am here with all of you. We've battled and defeated the technical difficulties, and we are here. We are all here together. What a celebration. My goal is always to live by example. And so instead of throwing in the towel and throwing my computer out the window and finishing the glass of wine that I didn't finish last night because I was too tired, I am here for you today. Keeping it real, right? I love it. I'm so glad that each of you ladies are part of this journey with me. The good and the challenges. So as I mentioned, I've got my notes on my other computer because I'm using a backup one. So I'm looking over here. All right. Here's where we're going today. Here's what I'm going to cover. The key money-making tasks to prioritize in your business, how to price and make consistent monthly income, the best places to find clients for your business, the exact order and structure to use to grow, how to not get derailed by the wrong actions you're taking, and how to deal with the fear that is holding you back. Okay? I've been an entrepreneur for 11 years, starting 4 businesses. I always knew I was meant for something big, but I stayed stuck in a 9-to-5 for years because I was afraid. Even when I finally quit my job, I still let fear hold me back from going as big as I knew I was capable of. The dreams that I really had in my heart and the things that I knew I could do. From the outside, everything looked great. And I even owned horses, like many of you do. But internally, I knew I wasn't using my potential. That all changed in early 2015 when I lost my daughter, Maeve, to a full-term stillbirth. Her loss caused me to get very clear on what I wanted for my life, and I decided to go for it. I got the support I needed to get over the fear that had been crippling me for years and to find my true calling, and you are looking at it. My business, Life with Passion, is my true calling. You can tell that I love this work. And now I channel all of my skills, experience, and energy to help high-achieving, driven, motivated women who are dreaming of more to quickly build a business around their unique passions and skills, to use their challenges like I have to create their best life and their best business and do the things that they're meant to do. I know you can quit your job and replace your income because I did it in the first month. I know how to build 2 6-figure businesses from scratch because I've done it. And all of this, and I'm an introvert, and I hate networking. I hate networking events. Cold calling is not my thing. So I know you can do this and do it in a genuine way and create a business around your unique passions. Awesome. Could somebody please tag Sarah Jackson in the Facebook group? I know she wants to be here, and I don't see her on. So if somebody could go back to the Facebook group and tag her, I would be so grateful. Awesome. Let's dive right into this material. And I do also want to tell you that, as you know, I am here for you. If you've been to one of my webinars before, you know that they're very interactive and full of content. Even though we've had technical difficulties this morning and we're getting a later start, I am going to give you as much information as I can, as fast as I can. So as we go along, please feel free to comment and ask your questions in the chat box. The professor in me loves to answer your questions, and I love to customize each and every webinar for the women who show up live. So jot down your questions in the chat box as they come up, and I will answer them, and I will customize them for your business. If something doesn't make sense, you ask. We are going over these 6 points, and I'm also so excited because you're going to get to hear from 3 of my amazing clients today about what they have learned, what they're up to. I'm bringing them on today so that you can be inspired. You can be inspired and you can network and perhaps find somebody in a different industry that maybe you've been looking for. But I want you to hear what's possible, because a lot of times I get the question, well, how do I make money in something other than coaching if I don't want to be a coach? Great. I'm so glad you asked that question. I'm bringing on some other clients today to help answer that and to help inspire you. So feel free to ask those questions as we go, and here is the very first point. All right? The very first point is the key money-making tasks to prioritize in your own business, no matter what that business is. I want to know, are you building a business or are you just starting one from scratch? Have you ever made money in your business, or are you still working to build to make that first money? I want you to type in, I want you to share, okay? All right. For those of you who have made money in your business before, here is what I want you to know. There is something that you have done that has caused you to make money in that business. I want you to look at what you have done, and I want you to repeat that. I want you to simplify it down as much as you can. Those of you who are just getting started, we will talk about you in just a moment. If you have made some money in your business, I don't care if it's $5, then I want you to look at how you did that and repeat it. So often we feel like there are a million different things that we need to do, and that keeps us from actually getting traction and making money in our business. So here's an example for me. From the start, Facebook has been the best way for me to connect with ideal clients. But for a while, I was trying to do a bunch of other things too. So other social media platforms, try other ways of, connecting with people. Facebook, giving away a lot of value and getting people to join my email newsletter list so that I can build a relationship with them. That sequence has always been the best way for me to make money. I love that. Ladies who join lives, you're working on getting started. You are getting started. You are starting, right? You're launching now. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you for sharing. So the same thing applies to you. If you have no idea what it is, what it's going to be to make money because you haven't yet, then what I want you to do is to pick one thing. And I want you to commit to doing that. Not for a week, Not for a month, but for 60 days. 60 days, I want you to commit to looking for clients one way. Yay, Sarah, you're on! Yay! I don't know why I did that, but I'm glad that you are all here. Yes, congratulations to Nicole, to each and every one of you who are starting those businesses now. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to commit to one way of finding clients and one way of making money. One strategy for 60 days. So that means through the end of 2016, peeps, you commit to one way of finding clients. If you have questions about what that way might be, type them in, ask me for specifics, but I am always going to recommend that you utilize the power of Facebook. There's a lot that you can do for free by using your time, using your sweat equity. You can link people into providing them something of free value, like a top 10 list, like a webinar that you might offer, like an audio series. These are all things that I've done, right? And in exchange for providing them this something that you're giving away some information, they're going to join your email list. And that allows you to start building a relationship with them. Now, you can do every single one of these things for free. You can find people on Facebook for free. You can create a webinar or a product or something like that for free. You can set up an email newsletter for free. All these things are for free. So money is not a reason not to do this. I don't have any money. I don't care. Truth, right? You can utilize the Facebook ads platform, which is the cheapest and best way to reach people that is super, super targeted when you know exactly who you're trying to reach. But until you're really clear on that, I don't recommend that you spend money. I recommend that you spend time. Okay? So Facebook is a great thing for you to do between now and the end of the year to find people. There are literally billions of people on Facebook. Every single kind of ideal client you could ever hope to find is on Facebook. And the platform, as you know, because you're all on Facebook, is totally free. So it's a great way to find and create your tribe, all right? If you don't know how you, and for some reason you don't want to utilize Facebook, ask me. Because I now call myself a focus strategist. I am a ninja at figuring out what's going to work best for your business and helping you get set up to repeat that over and over and over. 99% of the time, if not 100% of the time, way too often, we all overcomplicate these things in our business, in our life, okay? We way overcomplicate this, and we do not get traction that way. We get traction by focusing. That is why I built my business around helping women like you focus. So ask away if you have questions about that. Facebook and how to utilize Facebook is a whole other webinar, and if you want one, I will create one for you. But you already know enough about Facebook right now to start reaching out to people, finding out what they need, and start providing that and making money doing it. So commit to 60 days. If you have not brought in money in your business, I want you to commit to Facebook for 60 days, okay? If you have brought in money in your business, then I want you to commit to however it was that you found that client or that client found you. I want you to commit to doing that thing over and over for 60 days and letting the rest of the shiz go. Okay? All right. Secondly, how to price and make consistent monthly income. This starts with you valuing yourself. Now, we had someone write in with a question from Life of Passion Society about this, Hannah. So I'm going to answer your question, Hannah, in just a minute. But how to price and make consistent monthly income starts with valuing yourself. Success is an inside job. Success is between the temples. Insert more cliches about success coming from within here, okay? But how to price your products and how to make consistent monthly income starts with valuing yourself. Valuing how much you've done, valuing how much time and money you've spent to learn what you've learned. Because the thing is, the thing that you're passionate about, you're already an expert in, because we naturally become experts at the things we're passionate about. Because we spend time doing them, we spend time researching them, we spend time learning about them, whether for you it's horses, or finances, or making something, or helping other people, whatever it is that you're truly passionate about, you are already an expert in. And I want you to create a confidence resume. This is something that I talk about a lot. It's a super powerful tool where you write down the things that you've done, the things that you've accomplished from way back to high school on up. Write those things down, okay? And take a look at them outside of yourself and go, wow, I've really accomplished a lot. When you're pricing, I do not recommend that you base this on the other people in your industry. I recommend that you base this on a combination of your value, what you need to live, what you need to make right now when you're starting your business, to get out of your job, to supplement your income, whatever the case is, and what you feel confident in, okay? Money story, something we're going to talk about in my new program, the 60-Day Launch, but money story is something that we all have. We all have our own money story. We all have our own ways of thinking about money, whether we think we do or we don't. If you think you don't have one, the chances are you have an even bigger one than those of us who are aware we have one. If you are valuing yourself based off of someone else in the industry, then guess what? You are just attaching yourself to their money story rather than to what you're truly valued at. Most of us, to a T, myself included, undervalue ourselves. We undervalue ourselves, and that means we undercharge, right? Because we're afraid of feeling salesy, because we're afraid of promoting ourselves or coming across that way. If you can identify with that, if you have questions around that, type them in the comments. Here's the thing. I'm speeding through this stuff since we started late, and we got some fantastic information and people I want you to hear from, but I'm happy to spend more time on what you want to hear about. So let me know in the comments, okay? This ties in with point number 1. If you're consistently focusing on those money-making activities with confidence and self-belief because you value yourself and you're marketing to those you're meant to serve, you will consistently bring in income. You will quickly find that price point that's perfect for you. So you need to make sure that you're focusing only on who you're meant to serve. If you don't know, usually, here's a tip. We'll talk about ideal clients a lot, and it's this whole mystical thing. Here's a tip. It's usually somebody who is a few steps or even a half a step behind you. It's usually someone a whole lot like you. So here's who I serve. High-achieving, motivated, driven women who are stuck and who just can't figure out the next step because they're overwhelmed. Because guess what? That's who I used to be, right? I figured it out, and now I love helping other women figure it out because I wish I'd had that person for me years and years ago. And when I found that person, my whole life changed. So now I help women who identify with me and my story and my successes, and all of that is why I share the information I do about how much I make, about the 5-figure months, about the businesses I've started, not because I love talking about how much I make, but because I want you to see what's possible, even if you're feeling stuck and overwhelmed right now. Mallory says she can identify with undervaluing herself. Totally. Usually the most capable women are the ones who have the least confidence, value themselves the least. Okay? So know that it's possible for you to begin valuing yourself. You can start working on your confidence right now, creating a confidence resume. Do that first. Nicole says confidence is key. Still working on this, right? Yes, confidence is key. Absolutely. And you know what? As we continue to go to different levels, we will always need to continue to build our confidence. It's like working out, right? If we stop working out, what happens? Our muscles atrophy. I am learning a lot about getting back into shape because I wasn't able to exercise for most of my pregnancy. I just got cleared to exercise 3 weeks ago. Let me tell you something. Things ain't what they used to be in the muscle department, right? So I've got a lot of recovery to do. It's the same. If if I were to step away from confidence building activities, from my mindset work for 9 months, then guess what? I would take a while, take some steps back. Love the confidence resume concept. Meryl says, I started it and I'm amazed at everything I've done, and now I love that. Oh, it makes me so happy. Yay. Awesome. Okay. So here's a question from Hannah. She said, what would constitute a high-end offering in the $1,000 to $3,000 range? How to get those places filled and get the word out there. Hannah shared with me that she is working in the space of confidence and mindset success using deep coaching, hypnotherapy, and NLP. Sounds very cool, Hannah. And where I'm stuck is to combine the high-end duration with the actual work that she's doing and how long it takes to see progress. So, Hannah, the first thing that I say is that it sounds like you feel you have some rules around what you can charge and how long it takes to get progress. Because to be honest with you, you cannot put a price on changing someone's life. So if the work that you do is powerful, then you need to check in with yourself and say, why do I feel like I have to charge this amount or no more than this amount, and it has to be this length of time in order to get these results, right? So start to flip it and look at this. But you mentioned that you said it takes 1 to 4 sessions to create the brain shift, and you don't know how to work with them for longer than that, 30, 60, 90 days. I would say they're going to need your support, these clients, beyond just creating that initial brain shift. They're going to need help with creating a habit to keep that brain shift and not go back to old patterns. This isn't about a one-time deal and we're done. So what do you need to do to keep those, help them, support them in keeping those shifts in place and living them out? Not just creating a new shift in the brain, a new neural pathway, but how does it apply to every area of their life? Walk them through it, right? Are you marketing to a list? If you don't have a list, then I would recommend that you start a newsletter and start building your list to stay in front of people. Again, as I mentioned, you could do that for free. Are you building a relationship with them? Are you showing up as a trusted authority? Do you believe this stuff works? Are you sharing why? Are you connecting? Are you providing value, or are you hiding out? Since you're not here live, we can't go too deep into this, but listen. Listen, listen, listen. I used to hide out, so there's no judgment here. But now I model showing up for you. And so I know I've given you some stuff you can take right away. Follow up with me in Life Compassion Society if you've got questions on that, okay? Awesome, awesome, awesome question. Mallory says, what is a good resource for a newsletter? Mallory, I use MailChimp. I've heard great things about Active Campaign too. I don't know if they have a free trial, but I have heard a lot of great things about that. Let me say this. Active Campaign has a free trial, but I don't know if they have a totally free section plan like MailChimp does. MailChimp has a totally free plan for life if you're under a certain number of contacts and you only use certain features. So it's a great way to start. All right, and it's really straightforward, and it's meant for people who do not know anything about tech or coding or anything like that. Yeah. Nicole says she used to work with a nonprofit that also uses MailChimp. Don't know much about it myself yet. Yeah, we're going to be talking about MailChimp in the 60-day launch program that's just getting ready to start next week that I'm going to talk about here in a little while. And I'm going to be answering all of your questions. But know that there are great free resources out there. If you want to set up a newsletter today, you can do that. Okay? All right. What I want to do now is to hear from a couple of my amazing clients who are here. Now, here's the thing. Normally, I would wait a little bit later in the call, but because, again, we're going late and all of that, I want to give these women a chance to share with you so that you get to hear from them in case you have to jump off. So the first one that I want to share with you is Sarah. Sarah, I'll give you a minute to get ready here, Sarah. Sarah is a client I've been working with this year who is doing incredible things. And she came to me super high achieving, does a fantastic job at her work, but not happy, and with a dream that she wasn't sure could make reality. And in the course of our time together, she has made huge leaps and bounds. She's had some major successes showing up and being recognized online. And what I want to do is give her the chance to share just a little bit about what she's learned, what it's been like to work with me, and about her business here briefly. So, bear with us. Sarah is in Australia, so she also has a fantastic accent for all of those who aren't Australian listening. And we're going to attempt to share the stage here. First time doing this with her, so bear with us and tell us in the comments if you can see or hear correctly. So, Sarah, I'm going to go ahead and share the stage with you. So the stage is now shared with Sarah. You probably need to accept something, Sarah.
Hi! Can you see me?
Have a request.
Hang on, I've got that big light in there. I don't know if I should turn my light off.
I can see you good. Oh, Sarah, so good to see you.
Is that better?
And Sarah has stayed up late to join us, so thank you, Sarah.
That's okay. It's exciting to be here.
I know, so excited to have you. Everybody says hi. So let's jump right in. Tell us a little bit about coming to me, working with me, and what you've built.
Well, it's been an incredible journey, I have to say. I have this amazing, crazy plan that I want to achieve in 5 or 10 years, no, 10 to 15 year plan. And I was just completely stuck. I had no idea how to get started on the journey for this plan. And I saw Christine's ad come up on Facebook, and it's not the kind of thing I normally click on, but for some reason, something that she said, or probably the picture with the horse, I clicked on it, and we just resonated so well together. And she's been amazing. So I guess there's probably three areas that I was really stuck with. So the first one was that I had this really clear vision of where I wanted to be in like 10, 15 years time. And it was a pretty grand plan, or it still is a pretty grand plan. And I had absolutely no idea of what the first step was. So I, knew there were some key milestones along the way that I needed to achieve, but had no idea what the first step would be to get on that path. And I also, obviously, I knew I had to have my own business, had a lot of fear and anxiety around the nuts and bolts of setting it up and ending up with something that was not illegal and by accident. And the other thing was just getting really clear on exactly how I could make what I wanted to do marketable. So I kind of had a pretty general idea about what it was. I wanted to work with authors in a specific way and to share that with everybody through video, primarily. But that was sort of, I didn't really know how that was going to look, or how I just had no real clarity around exactly what I was going to offer. And Christine's helped me with all of those things, and it's amazing. Now I have a business and it's legal and it's all good. And I have a really clear plan for what I'm doing right now. And, I know what I need to do this week, I know what I need to do in the next few months, and that's really quite detailed and quite clear. And then, and I have all of these ideas, like once you get started on the road, it's amazing, you get the momentum and you start having all of these other ideas about what you can do down the track. And Christine's been fantastic with that, and in helping me get really clear on exactly what I am offering people right now, and how that sort of fits in with what I'm trying to do long term. And the other thing that Christine is fantastic at is that we would have a call and I'd be like, oh my God, I have this insurmountable problem and I can't see a way around it. And Christine's like, oh, why don't you just do this thing? And I'd be like, oh my God, that is so obvious and so easy and so simple, and why did I not think of that? And yeah, but obviously I didn't think of that. And Christine always says to me, you know, nothing is, everything is figure outable. And that's really proved to be true. And yeah, with her help and her guidance, we figured everything out along the way. And so it's really exciting.
Amazing! Sarah is so awesome. I love seeing the joy on your face talking about your business. This is so, I love it. It's like giving me chills and hot flashes. It's just so great. Tell everyone what you're doing, because I love it, and where they can find you. So specifically what you do, the name of your business, and where they can find you, because I know there are a bunch of women here that want what you offer.
Okay, sure. So my business is called Equestrian Balance, and I help people to build a better relationship with their horse. And the techniques that I use are based on scientific research. So I am also a scientist, and it's been a bit of a journey for me because obviously science is a huge part of my life, and horses are a huge part of my life. But in my horse world, I kind of consider horse training to be an art, and I never kind of applied science to it, and I never thought to do that until I started really feeling that I wasn't getting where I wanted to be, and I didn't have the relationship with my horses that I wanted, and I went looking for answers and found them in science. And it's amazing, all these clever people have studied the behavior of horses and how they communicate, and also different training methods and how they impact on the horse. And so I really looked into the science and come up with ways to interact with the horse, and read from different trainers as well, obviously. But what I'm all about and what I'm wanting to do is to be able to educate people about the science behind horse management, horse training, and communicating and having a relationship with your horse, so that you are then empowered to have the relationship that you want with your horse and to train your horse to do anything that you can imagine and the horse is physically capable of doing. And so it's not so much about selling a method as about empowering people to then go and choose their own method based on this fundamental understanding of how horses learn and how horses interact. So that's what I do. My website is www.equestrianbalance.com.au, and I also have a Facebook page, which is Equestrian Balance Pet. So, and there's a link to that on the website as well.
Awesome. I'm putting the website in the comments here for everybody to go. Sarah is humble, but the really cool thing about Sarah is that she has all this scientific brain and, you know, has studied so much, but she takes what she's learned as a scientist and also learning all these trainings and makes it simple. Like, she has this amazing 4-part videos here. 4? Is it 4 parts? 5 parts?
5.
5, sorry.
So the 5 pillars. Yeah, sorry.
It's created that has really, really simple techniques that you can use with your horse. So, you know, where there's a ton of science behind it, if you're like me and you're like, I don't know science, I just want to go have fun with my horse, right? It's super, super simple. So she has this free training video series on her website or on her Facebook page. You can grab it. Sarah has also gone viral with some of her posts just by putting herself out there and writing to her ideal audience. Like, she's getting these mentions, like she'll just show up and be like, what? There's my article. There's my blog thoroughbred if you're a horse person, and she also does a lot with dressage. And so no matter like your discipline or what kind of horse you have, you know, her work is awesome. So you've got to check it out. Equestrian Balance on Facebook, equestrianbalance.com.au. Sarah, thank you so much for sharing with us.
Oh, thank you, Christine. I wouldn't be here without you. So, yeah, Christine is amazing.
Oh, amazing. Thank you.
And thank you for all of the comments.
Yeah, I know. People are loving your work. So excited. If you're on the replay and not here live, you've got to check this out too, of course. Sarah, I know it's late there for you, so it will not hurt my feelings if we sign off now. Thank you for waiting up. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for showing up. And I appreciate you.
Super, no worries. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna take you off of share stage so you can do whatever it is that you want to do. Thank you, Sarah.
No worries. Bye. Thank you.
All right. Let's see here. Okay, should just be coming back to me here. All right. Isn't she amazing? Oh my gosh, don't you love her? Okay. Sarah, you may have to like X out because I think I can still hear your audio a little bit. You may have to like do something there. But, yeah. There you go. I can't hear you anymore. Okay. All right, awesome. Yay, all right. So, isn't that fun? The next person I want to let you hear from is Miss Nicole. Nicole Meinrich. I am going to give you a moment to get set up here. I'm going to send over the share stage request, and when you are ready, you should be able to just turn off the video. Nicole is just going to join us via audio today. And Nicole, let me know when you're here. Start talking, let me know. We should be able to hear you. Hey!
Hello.
Okay, do you want to turn off your camera?
It doesn't matter to me. It's fine as long as you don't mind them in my glasses and.
Oh my gosh, no. Listen, today is all about showing up, right? And real and authentic.
Right.
Okay, so Nicole and I started working together a few months ago. We've been talking about it for a little while, and she finally made the plunge and jumped in. And Nicole is amazing. She has this real passion for helping people to simplify what they're doing around their finances and their taxes, which is something that so many of us are completely freaked out about. So, Nicole, I would love for you to share a little bit about what the process of working with me was like and what you're doing now so that everybody can hear and be inspired.
Yeah. So like Christine mentioned, my name is Nicole Meinrich. I found Christine on, similar to Sarah, a Facebook ad that she had ran. And I honestly was kind of like a little skeptical just because, you know, I mean, you see so many people who are marketing themselves as, you know, life coaches or career coaches. And, but obviously like Christine had her horses in her ad, and I was just drawn to that because I was like, wow, you know, someone who kind of understands the passion that I have. So I, you know, kind of went into her page, went into the Facebook group, and I just really felt that, you know, that when you can connect with somebody and you can relate to them, that's what really makes the coaching process work. So anyways, fast forward a bit, I finally made the plunge and started working with Christine, and it's just been really amazing what, I mean, I surprised myself what I've done just in the short amount of time working with Christine. I really didn't think I would actually quit my job, but I have, and it's been about 10 days, and I am jobless, but it's like so freeing and amazing. And, you know, I'm just so relieved. And I'm also in the process of planning my wedding, which is next weekend. So I'm in sort of the baby startup phase right now. I'm not quite as far along as probably Sarah is with her business, but I'm also a lot farther than I thought I ever would be. And honestly, you know, my biggest takeaway, I think, in working with Christine, you know, all of the, you know, getting organized with sort of the strategy and, you know, sort of process of building a business, that all was helpful. But I honestly felt the biggest surprise to me was how much work I really needed to do on sort of mindset shift and building my confidence in, you know, what I'm trying to do here and what I'm trying to offer. So I was really surprised at how much work I did on shifting my mindset and really getting to the point where I can do this and I'm capable, you know, because I think that fear of, you know, failure was, and maybe even the fear of success, of not, you know, being able to really meet the expectations of the people that I'm working with, has held me back a ton. So I honestly don't feel like I would have quit my job. I probably would still be miserable. You know, just a little bit of background. I worked for 7 years at a large public accounting firm in Chicago. And so, you know, it's pretty amazing. I've never left a job and not had another job lined up. But I mean, I really feel in my heart that this was the right choice. And it's just been so exciting. So anyways, after the wedding's done next weekend, I'm going to really fully launch into full-time working my business. But Christine also really helped me build the foundation. So I've already have, you know, a couple of clients that I've been working with, and really done some searching on, you know, what my ideal client base is. So, you know, like Christine mentioned, my business is going to be basically to help people with their bookkeeping, their accounting, and even some of their tax work, and focusing solely on equine businesses in the United States, because that's my passion. And I'm using my skill set to support my passion and really get me involved in those communities and that group again that I've kind of fallen out of with all the work that I've done working with, you know, these big manufacturing corporations or whatever in the past. So I'm well on my way, and I'm so excited that, you know, the possibilities are there, and I'm finally believing that it is possible to live my dreams. And I don't know, I honestly, like I said, it's all because, you know, of the support that I've gotten from Christine, because it's just getting that over that hump and understand, you know, with somebody that understands what you're going through in your mind, you know, and really making yourself believe that you can do it is kind of the key. So I hope I didn't go too long, Christine, but I just, oh my gosh, it's so amazing.
Oh gosh, Nicole is so amazing. She's got so much knowledge, you know, around her passion for horses, and obviously coming out of a huge international firm, right? She's going to be able to translate that, and she is already translating that to those of us who are like, what the heck? How do I do this tax thing, right? Like, it's overwhelming. Just like someone do it for me and make sure, you know, I'm okay. And not just taxes, but the bookkeeping, because for so many of us, you know, the bookkeeping, even just to get ready to be able to have taxes, is really scary.
Yeah.
Sarah says, this is what I need. Nicole, maybe you need to think about expanding to Australia.
I know.
But she is going to be one to watch after she gets married in a week.
Yes.
And goes on her honeymoon and just comes back and starts this whole new chapter of her life fully. I'm so excited for you, Nicole. I am so excited to see what you do and to read your blog and tell people, like, for those of us who want to know where we can find you, like, once you get back and, you know, sleep for a while after planning this wedding. So it's taking a ton of your time and energy. How can we find out? Where will you be?
Yeah. So I am currently working on building a website. So once that's kind of finalized and I get back from my honeymoon from Mexico, I will launch that and start to promote it. But in the meantime, you know, my personal email is nminerich@gmail.com, and I'll put it in the comments. And also, I'm on Facebook at Nicole Minerich. I'm active in the Life with Passion group, so you can definitely send me a message and connect with me there.
Yes, awesome. We have a question. Meryl says, congrats, you live in Chicago. I grew up there from high school after college.
Nice. Yes, I do live in the suburbs of Chicago, so western suburbs in Naperville, but I'm all over the suburbs, and I grew up in the southwest side, and I've always been in Chicago, never lived anywhere else.
Awesome. Nicole, congratulations on your upcoming wedding. Lots of congrats for you.
Thank you.
Amazing comments in the comment section, so be sure to check those out. Meryl asks financial advising. Is that how you would describe what you're doing?
Sort of. It's not really like investment advising. So if that's what you're referring to, sort of a personal financial advisor, but more on the business side, doing more of the accounting, bookkeeping, and financial records of the business, so that then to translate into tax preparation at the end of the year, sort of that side of it. That makes sense.
Yeah, and it is for small businesses, right? Like you don't need a big business. Like you can be a small sole proprietor and benefit from what you offer, right?
Right. Yes.
Even though you have been working with these huge companies for so long, your passion is really helping these small business owners.
Exactly.
Or specifically around your passion for horses.
Exactly. Yep. I think that there's just so much, especially in the equine industry. There aren't a lot of professionals that are marketing to that industry in particular, and we all know how much there's jargon and things where it's like, wow, I have to explain this to my accountant, and so I'm kind of going that direction, and but definitely the small businesses is really where my passion is, and helping businesses really so that it simplifies their accounting, hopefully if even outsource some of that work, so that they these business owners can take their time and spend it out at the barn doing what they do best. So I
love it. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Christine.
All right, enjoy this final week of preparations. Do your best to take it all in.
Yes, definitely. It'll all be fine, right? It's all gonna be fine.
It will. It's gonna be a great party, and it's my favorite kind of party as an introvert because you know everyone.
Yes.
The best kind of party. Yeah, and you planned it, so you know exactly what to expect.
Right.
Awesome. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know how to get out of here.
I will try to help you, yeah. Let's see. Okay, so what I'll first do is I'll cancel and share stage. The button's a little finicky. If you see any buttons, there we go. Unpublished video. That should do it. Okay. All right. And then third hi-hat. Last but of course not least is Mallory. Mallory, I'm going to share the stage with you. I can turn your video off if you would still like that. So you have gotten an invite, Mallory, and you can join when you're ready. Okay, so go ahead and accept the invite, and then as soon as you pop up, I'll turn off your camera, or you can turn it off. You should maybe see a camera. So
don't know how to turn it off.
I gotcha.
Thank you.
All right, so what I will do here is I will make my video full screen. Okay. All right, so we've got Mallory here, who, bless her, is fighting a cold, but is here with us today anyway to share about her experience and what she's doing now. So tell us, Mallory, fill us in.
Can everyone hear me right now?
I can hear you great.
Am I talking? Okay. Okay, good. I apologize. My voice is a little hoarse because I'm going through a cold, but I just wanted to explain my journey with Christine. So before Christine, I was miserable at my 9-to-5 job. I literally was going day to day, just dreading going into work. Monday would come, I would wait for Friday. The weekend would come. On Sunday, I would just wait for Friday to happen again. I would not want to go into work on Monday. I was comfortable in my job. I knew exactly what I had to do to get things done. It was structured. I just wanted to, and I was a people pleaser, and I was afraid of uncertainty. And I knew that if I left my full-time job, that meant uncertainty for me. And I was just so scared to go outside of that comfort zone. And my perfectionism and people pleasing got in the way of me quitting my job, because before I left, I wanted everything to be perfect for the next person, and I didn't want to inconvenience anyone. And so I just felt so stuck. I didn't know what to do with my life. And I actually one day was on Periscope, and I just needed inspiration that day. And so I typed in inspiration in the search, and Christine's Periscope happened to come up, and I immediately was connected to Christine. I listened to her scope, and I immediately felt a connection. And so I quickly got on a clarity call with her, and instantly, once I had the call, I felt like I knew she was the person that I needed to be with, but I allowed my finances to get in the way. And I thought, I'm not going to be able to afford it. I can't do a life coaching with her. And then I don't know what happened, but she did a Periscope that same day that said, and she basically said in the Periscope that do not allow your finances to restrict the life that you want to live. And I was like, well, shoot. Okay, I guess I need to do this, because it literally was like a kick in the butt. Like, oh, okay, I should do this. I should do this with her. And I don't care what my financial situation is at this time. I need to do this, and I need to figure it out, because I'm not happy and I'm not living my life that I want to live. So fast forward, I signed up with her. I had an amazing coaching with her, and I was able to put in my resignation at work. So that took everything in me to do that. And so I did it. I was so happy to do it. It was such a relief just handing over that letter to my bosses. I have two bosses. And it made things just seem so simple at that point. The steps that she had me follow, it just seemed like it was such a simple process. Why wasn't I doing that before? And also, she helped me through our conversations to come up with a business concept. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life. I had no idea what I was passionate about, because I allowed other people to get in my life and create what they thought was good for me. And I allowed other people to have opinions, and I didn't know what was good for me. And so she helped me to open up and help me to find my true desire. And my true desire in life was always to help people, but I didn't know how. And so she helped me to unravel this event planning business that I have in my mind that I'm just so excited about, and I can't wait to launch. And she's also not helped me only in my business life, but also my personal life as well. I'm starting to be able to voice my own opinion. That was so hard for me. I never allowed myself to voice my opinion because I was such a people pleaser. I didn't want to upset the apple cart. I would always just go along with the flow and allow other people to basically form my own life. And so now I'm able to voice my opinion more. And she's just helped me in so much with my procrastination side as well. I would always push things off, and having these calls with her, having her as like my accountability partner, was just so awesome and so helpful to just get things moving and get my life going in the direction that I needed it to go. And so I feel like I'm becoming the person that I've been hiding inside of me for so many years. And I truly feel that I owe it to her for uncovering my true self.
Wow. Powerful.
I owe it all to you.
You know, you showed up, and you are such a great example of the quote, I know I've told you this before, but that successful people make up their minds quickly. You found me, you decided it was a good fit, you made it happen. you did not let fear get in the way, and look where you are just a few months later. I mean, it's amazing to me, and I am thrilled for you, and I love hearing the confidence in your voice because I've been privileged to walk this journey with you. I love hearing the confidence in your voice now. You know, or you're like, steady, I'm doing this thing, I know what I'm about, and it's happening. I'm so looking at comments, like you're inspiring so
it's been an amazing journey too. And also, I've even told people at my work like what I've wanted to do. Like I'm leaving because of my passion for something else and for starting my own business. And even one of the people at my work, she told me that I was an inspiration to her and that she needed to hear my story. And literally a day or two later, she told me she's quitting and that she's pursuing her own passion. So it's amazing to hear that I can influence someone else's life like that.
Yes. Ladies, we are starting a movement that has a ripple effect. You know, by being here today live or listening to this replay, by allowing yourself to dream, and by connecting with these women who are doing it too. I mean, we are changing lives, right? And the money what I love is that by helping you all start your businesses, by helping you make the kind of money you want to make, I know I only work with women of character who are going to invest in themselves, invest in their families, invest in the world, and help it become a better place overall, right? And so this is such a beautiful example of that. Thank you for sharing both, like, you know, what you're doing and also, you know, this transformation that you've experienced. So I know that there are those of us who could use what you are building as well. So tell us a little more about that and how we can find out more.
First, I just want to say thank you, everyone, for all the comments. It's very, very, it's just heartfelt. So thank you. But so what my overall concept, and I haven't really been able to narrow it down much, but I know I want to gear it towards working women and moms. And basically, when I worked my full-time job, I didn't have any time for planning events in my life, like birthdays, baby showers. My sister just had a baby, so I had to literally take time off of work in order to plan her baby shower. So I want to be that vehicle for women to help them plan out any kind of life events that they have going on in their life. And I would like a similar concept. And apparently, I think Nicole might be familiar with this, with the Knot, since you're getting married here soon. The Knot's website, it's very geared towards wedding planning. And so I want to do that kind of concept, but on a more other kind of events basis. I know they have the wedding planning down very well, but I want to start smaller and then grow. And so I would love to make it an online outlet for women initially, and it'd be free for them. But if they want additional services, that would be an additional cost. But the vendors would advertise on my website, so that's how I would get the income side of it. So that's my initial thought as well.
I love that. And you are doing it. I mean, just by talking about your concept, you are doing it, right? Now, you know, I would imagine that in the beginning, like, you're going to be offering maybe some, you know, some one-on-one, like some customized stuff as you're building. So, like, I know for me as an entrepreneur, I get really stressed out. Like, honestly, I would say I'm not a party planner, but I like for things to be nice if I'm going to throw one, right? So I threw I threw 2 showers. I was maid of honor in a wedding last December, and I got so stressed about it that I just, like, it's not fun for me. So I hired, my assistant loves throwing showers, and so Julie, a lot of you know her, I was like, Julie, I'll just pay you to plan it. She's like, this is the best job ever. Right? Like, planning showers as part of her job. But she did. And then I just got to show up, and it was gorgeous, and it was perfect, and, you know, the bride felt honored and all of that. But there's such a need for that because it's not my strength.
I would like to start with holiday planning right now just because it's the holiday time. So, yeah, that's my thought for the next 60 days.
Perfect. So if anybody needs help with that, how can they get in touch with you?
I don't have a website right now, but my email address is Mallory, MALLORY, period, Mitchell, MITCHEL @yahoo.com. And I'm planning on, like you had said with the Facebook, I'm planning on working in Facebook and creating a business page in there as well, too.
Perfect. I'm so excited for you, Mallory. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, and I hope you feel better.
Thanks.
Oh, you got some more comments to read, so I will. I'll let you go here, and thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see. May have you mute here. I can still hear you a little bit.
Do I need to do something?
Do you see an option to mute your microphone? Like a microphone icon if you scroll over the screen?
Not at all, but I can mute my, will muting my volume do anything?
Not sure about that, to be honest.
Should I get out and then get back in?
Okay, let me see if I can cancel it. Let's see, did that work? Say something.
Can you hear me?
I can still hear you. Yeah, why don't you try jump? I want you to get kicked out.
I can try logging out.
Well, why don't you turn down the microphone on your computer?
Okay.
Probably if you like search microphone, then it will pop up. While Mallory's doing that, Mallory, if you have any other questions, let me know. While Mallory is doing that, I want to tell you briefly about this program that I'm launching that I've mentioned a couple of times. I'm so excited about it because the goal of it is, like so many of you said, you're just getting started in moving your business forward. This is for you to get your business out there in front of people and be working with by the end of the year. It's called the 60-Day Launch. Here is the website for it. Some of you have already joined, and I'm so excited about that. This is exactly what you need to fast track your online business. I'm going to give you the opportunity to read about it on that page, and since we are, over time and all of that, I want to respect your time. Normally, I go right on schedule. Thank you for sticking with me through the technical delays at the beginning of this call. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about it, but just to say, if you want the kind of results that these women have been having, I invite you to check out this program. Mallory says, I couldn't figure it out. Can you still hear me? No, I can still hear you. So we're good to go. Great work. Sounds like you did figure it out. So one way or another. But this is to really help you go from like confused, overwhelmed, and scared to having a viable business that's ready to take in money within 60 days. And the amazing thing about this program is that since it's the first time I'm doing it, you are going to get a lot of one-on-one support from me and a lot of customized help because it's the first time I'm doing it, so I'm keeping the group really, really small. I'm keeping it small so that you get that one-on-one support, and you also get to be surrounded by a group of like-minded women who are high-achieving and driven and going for their dreams so that you have that community as well. You get a private Facebook group that I am and the other members of the group are in. The first time I joined a group program, it really changed my life and my business, as I've shared before. And so what I've done is I have created this program to fast track you in growing your online business, getting clear on what it is that you want to offer, getting confidence around charging for it and making a living so that you can quit your job if you want, or have the kind of income on the side if you want. All the systems and structures, websites, sales, collecting payments, those things that you get, that you have running through your mind that are keeping you stuck and holding you back, as well as how to deal with things like the fear of failure and being just overwhelmed and unclear. So it has it all. I'm so excited to be able to offer it. And just for you all, special offer for showing up the way you have, for participating in this webinar. I'm going to offer it to you at the early bird price, just for the people who have been a part of this webinar. You can sign up anytime in the next 48 hours for the early bird price. Early bird ended a week ago, but I wanted to extend that to you guys today specifically. Just if there's somebody on this webinar who's like, oh my gosh, this is what I need, but I've already missed the early bird deadline, shoot, this is my gift to you. It's $500 off. It's a third off the price, and you can get in at the early bird price right before we start next week. So check out that page. Email me if you have any questions, or you can ask them live here. But I want to get back to the content that I promised you today and go through this quickly and take any questions that you have. Mallory says, can't wait for it to begin next week. Mallory, I'm so excited to have you as part of it and support you in getting this business out there that you just shared about to a bunch more women like me who need it. All right? So back to the content here. The next thing is the best places to find clients for your business. I got excited and jumped ahead on that. So we talked briefly about how Facebook is my #1 all-time favorite place for finding clients for myself and for my clients. It has been for many years. When I was in the online marketing space, I was spending my clients' money on Facebook because I believe in it so much. And of course, I've spent a lot of my own money on it. And so that is where I recommend that you start. Get them connected to your email list like we talked about before. Then from there, in terms of the best places to find clients, the most important thing is that you're consistent. So whatever it is that you choose, if it's Facebook, if it's something else, you've got to be consistent. Because people will begin to depend on and expect and learn to know, like, and trust you from what you put on Facebook. So again, that 60-day rule of trying one thing for 60 days is really important. The exact order and structure to use to grow your business. #1, you have got to start by bringing in income. Otherwise, your business will not be sustainable for very long, and you're going to go get a job, or you're going to go do this on the side, or you're going to give it up, or whatever. So I always work with clients on bring in income from the very beginning so that you can see, yes, there is a market, you get that confidence, you can provide amazing value, and you can finally start doing it, because the truth is that nobody feels ready. Nobody feels ready when they start, and so you might as well not feel ready today and start making money from it than not feel ready in a year when you've tried everything else, and now you're like, well, I guess I have to start because I've run out of things to do, to procrastinate, to keep myself from putting myself out there. And then you find out that people are going to pay you, and you're like, oh my gosh, why did I wait? Right? So I want you to start before you're ready, because it's going to be true now or in a year from now. You're not going to feel ready, so let's just go ahead and do it, and you can start making money in the meantime. Am I right? Mallory says exactly. And by the way, ladies, if you need to jump off, if you're with me live and you need to jump off, because we have gone long, I want to thank you so much for joining. Please pick up and listen to the rest of the replay, and let me know if you have any questions. And I'm just really, really grateful you stuck with me through the technical details, our difficulties, and you were each amazing. And I'm so glad that you've shared this time with me and that you're a part of my community. And I just love each of you. So thank you. Thank you for being here. And we're going to keep going until I get through this content. So feel free to stick around with me live, and I'm happy to stay around as long as I need to answer your questions as well. Nicole says, I love the concept of clarity comes through action. Have to take the first step. It's so true. It's so true. So many times people want an answer that's going to make them feel confident without them having to take action. And I can give you the answer, but the truth is usually the answer involves taking some kind of action. So there you go. All right. true, Nicole. Okay, so when it comes to the exact order and structure to use to grow, you have got to start by bringing in income or it will not be sustainable for long. Now, you may be freaked out about that, and that's why the very first thing we talk about in the 60-day launch is money and sales. Because you've got to get your head on straight around that, and it's probably completely twisted in some weird direction around it right now, and you may or may not even know it, but when I say you've got to start bringing in money, you've got to start charging, you've got to start whatever, if you get freaked out by that, you got to work on your thoughts and your words and your actions around money and sales, which is why it's first in the program. You need to create an offering that you're excited about that's in line with the income idea that we talked about earlier, okay? With that, knowing what kind of money you need to bring in, knowing how to value yourself, all of that, you need to create an offering you're really excited about. I love what I put out there for working with women like the amazing ones that you've heard on this call today. I love it, I love it, I love it. I love it. You can't tell. So you need to create something that you're that excited about. And it's okay if you're also scared, because fear is just excitement without the breath. They're two sides of the same coin. So breathe. And remember, it's the same mechanism in your brain that causes that fear as it causes the excitement. So if you're really scared, it probably means you're on something when it comes to your business. The one thing that I will say that you really need to do, that I will let you do first before you start doing something to bring in income directly. So get out your pen and write this one down, because I'll let you do this first before I'm going to push you, is to create space on your calendar. Where are these clients going to go? Where are you going to do this work? When I was starting out and I didn't have clients, I would put blocks of time on my calendar where my client appointments were going to go. And then I would not do anything in that time, even if I didn't have clients, I would not do anything in that time except market to clients. That's it. That's all I could do in that time. Whatever I was going to do to bring in clients, I had to be doing that. Client attraction, bringing in clients, marketing, whatever you want to call it, the time on the calendar where I was going to put those clients, I could only spend looking for clients until they appeared. And then guess what? They appeared, and I put them in, plug them in, plug them in. Alex says, love that. Commitment to business. Exactly. Commitment and persistence. Then you need to offer it. You need to offer your program. This is what to do next, right? You create a program you're excited about or a service you're excited about, and then you offer it. Do not hide behind setting stuff up or organizing. If you're doing this, if you're hiding, then what that means is you need accountability, because it's a habit, and almost none of us break a habit just by ourselves. Why? It's too easy to just go back to it. We need accountability. We need a kick in the butt, like Mallory said. If I wanted to stop eating chocolate, and I told myself, I'm going to stop eating chocolate, guess what? Ain't doing that without somebody helping me along, without maybe getting the chocolate out of the cabinet. Oh, my mouth is watering. It tastes really good. I can taste it. Sounds awesome, right? Almost none of us create new habits without announcing we're going to and having other people support us. Okay, so a couple of examples of this that I'll give you from myself recently. I announced in my Facebook group that I wanted to get back into my regular clothes by my birthday, which is next month, because I've been wearing maternity clothes for a really long time and I'm sick of it. I only have like 2 pairs of pants and it's cold and I'm sick of it. I'm not going to buy any more, right? I'm going to get back in my pants. So I put it out there. That's uncomfortable for me to talk about, right? I recorded a podcast a couple nights ago, The Millennial Entrepreneur, that's going to come out in, my episode is going to come out in a couple weeks. And he asked me what one of my goals was for 2017. I just said the first thing that popped into my mind, which was that I'm going to be on a national television show. I'm going to have a national television interview. So now I have to do it, right? Now I got to figure out a way to do it. But if that just was running around in my head, it wouldn't happen. Because I would find something else to take up my time and attention. So consider getting accountability, all right? And then, like I just said, start before you're ready. This is where having support from people on the same journey and who believe in you is so key for both me and my clients. I'm still learning. I'm still getting coaching at a high level. Start before you're ready. Done is better than I learned that from my 7-figure coach, right? Who started a business with no idea what she was doing and is now a 7-figure coach. So learn from people that you believe you can learn from. Find ways to learn from them. Because the truth is that we're all scared. We're all scared. We all deal with fear. It's not just you. And every time we do something new, we're scared. But that's normal, and that's okay. That just means you have support. You need support to get help to do it. Okay? Then, after all of that, I will let you set up systems and structures. After all of that is when I recommend you set up systems and structures. Start offering your services. Get used to that. Get over the fear. Start before you're ready. Done is better than perfect. You do not need all the systems and structures to start offering your services. You have Facebook. Facebook's already created all the systems and structures you need to put yourself out there. Thank Facebook for their amazing gift. All right, got a question. Do you know where to get free legal advice to make sure that I am legally allowed to offer my product before I do it? Laura, why do you need legal advice? And why do you need it for free? To be honest with you, you need to start. You need to start. Done is better than perfect. You will find out really quickly if you're not allowed to offer it. And then what's the worst that happens? You stop offering it. You offer something similar. You offer something different. If we get in the weeds around trying to mitigate every single risk, and I've been there because I wondered if I needed this type of insurance or this type of insurance before I got started, but really, guess what? I didn't, and it was a delaying tactic out of fear. So I'm not saying that's truly the case for you, but check in. Because I would really recommend you put your idea out there, even if it's to start talking about it before you actually produce it and pre-sell it. And not, because I'm going to be honest with you, free legal advice is probably not the kind of legal advice you want anyway. So if you're not going to go out there and hire someone for $500 an hour who's an awesome lawyer in exactly your specialty and service, you might as well just go ahead and get started. Because the worst that's going to happen is you're going to get a cease and desist letter and you'll stop. And you'll do something else that's similar but not illegal. I don't know if I can organize a trip with people before I set up a business legally. Okay, if you want to share a little more information about it, I'd be happy to talk here briefly on the call if you want to stick around till the end. But here's the thing. There's probably a step you can take before that to start bringing in money before you go all out and organize a big trip. But usually you do not need to set up an LLC before you start taking in money in your business. Because that's another layer of complicatedness that I don't recommend. Okay? Nicole says, when I started talking about my business as a real business, my mindset and confidence really switched. Instead of saying, I want to start this business, or I think I'm going to start this business, I started saying, I am starting this business when talking to others. Oh, love it. Genius. Changing your little words. Everything changes because your thoughts and your words create your reality. Yay, Nicole! Okay? All right, awesome. Last 2 points. How not to get derailed by the wrong actions. Be honest with yourself. Check in and get conscious. What are you doing that's not helpful to you in your business? Are you cleaning? Are you procrastinating? Are you doing things for other people? Are you binge watching Netflix? I've done all those things. Maybe not so much the cleaning because it's not my favorite, but you know I'm procrastinating when I'm cleaning because I do not like cleaning. Be honest about why you're doing something. Be honest about what you're doing to procrastinate. Once you get conscious of what you're doing, then you can go, okay, I'm not going to get here to this dream I want to accomplish until I get here, right? Until I stop doing this thing. I need to stop doing this thing in order that I can start doing this thing. So get conscious, check in, stop mindlessly doing things to procrastinate. That's how you do not get derailed by the wrong actions. And I would add to that, get accountability. All right, if anybody has questions about this stuff that's coming up, I've got one more point and we're wrapping up. I'm happy to answer a couple of questions here, but I do need to go feed my baby in a couple minutes because we've gone later than I expected and she's hungry. I hear her downstairs with my husband. So get your questions in. I've got a few more minutes for you, but just giving you fair warning if you've got questions. about the 60-day launch, about anything that we've covered here, go ahead and get them in because I will be wrapping up in a couple of minutes so I can go feed Fiora. All right, last point, how to deal with the fear that's holding you back. Stop the presses. This is the big one. Fear of failure, fear of what other people are going to think, fear of success, fear of happiness, fear of what you're going to lose if you succeed, fear of not making enough money, fear of what will happen if you do make the money, fear. Fear of doing something new. What other fears do you all experience? What other fears have you experienced or are you experiencing? Fear. If there's one thing that would set people up for, especially women, for success in business, it's getting over the fear or learning to live with it. Because like I said earlier, we all have fear, but some of us live with it and move forward anyway, and some of us allow it to stop us forever. Mallory says fear of the unknown. Totally. So you know what your fear is. Face it. Write it down. It is in front of you. When it is in front of you, you can admit what it is, and you can admit that it's holding you back from what you really want. Nicole says this is my biggest hurdle. Absolutely. Me too, Nicole. This is why I'm so passionate about it. This is universal. In fact, just one second. If you want me to feed her, I'll be done in 5 minutes. Okay, so that's your 5-minute call for questions, ladies. 5-minute call. She says hi. This is my biggest hurdle. Like I said, Nicole, me too. In fact, there's this famous nurse who has been a hospice nurse for decades. Her name's Bronnie Ware. And she shared that it is the biggest regret of the dying. The fear of what others thought and of not living a life true to themselves. The biggest regret of the dying, right? Because you know that when you're in hospice, which is an incredible organization that helps people who are terminal, you are terminal at that point, right? And so this nurse has worked with these people for decades, and what she's found is that people share with her their biggest regret is not living a life true to their calling, true to themselves, and instead living a life for what other people thought. So it's universal, this fear. But the great news is it is possible to overcome it. It is possible to overcome it. And I'm so passionate about helping people. A lot of my work centers around overcoming fear because it is universal. It's the biggest hurdle for all of us. And I know what it's like to be on the other side. There's that incredible quote from George Adair that says, everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. So admit what it is, what it's holding you back from. It's trying to keep you safe, but admitting it means that you can break free of it and you can take action. And as you take action, that fear will diminish. It will stop controlling you. So what's fear holding you back from right now? The very first thing that pops into your mind is the answer, the thing you need to take action on today, even if it's for 5 minutes. State what you're afraid of publicly here or in Life with Passion Society. Do some EFT tapping on fear. You can YouTube that. Have someone kick your butt. Sign up for the 60-day launch. Take some kind of action today. 5 minutes to start answering fear and say, thank you for trying to keep me safe. I've got it. I'll take it from here. Get out of your head and into your heart. That's what this is all about. That's what Life with Passion is all about, creating a business that you're passionate about. If you're waiting to get over the fear before you get started, you're going to keep yourself stuck. You're going to stay stuck. If you are waiting to know how to get over your fear before you get started, you're going to stay stuck. Yes, get out of your head and into your heart. Yeah, baby. Yes, you need to take action, but you'll be a lot more motivated by focusing on your dreams rather than on your fears. This has been so true in my life. My dreams of owning courses, my dreams of running businesses, my dreams of traveling the world. Focusing on those and taking action so that I can do that rather than focusing on the fear of what might happen if I do has opened up my life and has led me to so many other things you hear me talk about. In fact, all of them have come from dreaming and not from being afraid. That's a fantastic way to end this incredible morning, spending this time with you all, or afternoon or evening, depending on where you are in the world, because I know you're everywhere. Thank you to every one of you ladies who's commented, shared live, shared in the comments, encourage those who are sharing. This has been a beautiful time with each and every one of you, and I'm so grateful. Check out the 60-day launch. The link is in the comments. Email me with any questions, info@lifewithpassion.com. I am here for you. And just celebrate spending this time on yourself today. I trust that you got out of it what you needed to. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I love you. Have a wonderful day, evening, night, afternoon, morning. Rest, take time for yourself, take action, and let us know what you're up to so we can celebrate right along with you. Yes, thank you to each of my incredible clients for sharing. You're amazing. Have a wonderful, wonderful